Hi everyone, it's Teresa from Slow Paths Wellness, and it's Mindful Monday. Today, I want to talk about an alternative to New Year's resolutions. I know the last week of the year, a lot of times people are thinking about their New Year's resolutions, and so they have all these plans to, exercise 3 times a day, 7 days a week, and to lose 30 pounds, and, they set their goals for money making. They want to make an extra $50,000 or whatever. A lot of times the goals are very large. A lot of times they're not terribly realistic as far as the chance of having them done within the course of a year. And a lot of times you end up by about March, if you make it that long, being sort of burnt out because you've tried to force so much into your life that seems to be really hard and involve a lot of changes. And you just get burnt out and tired, and then you go back to doing what you were doing before, and the end of the next year you feel like you failed, and it's just not uplifting, not really the best, happiest way to live your life. So in Chinese medicine, we don't really think that the time to start a brand new exciting action plan is in the middle of winter anyway. Each season of the year has its own activities that are better for it, and winter season, which is considered the water element, is for contemplation. It's for the possibilities of things, it's for the potential of things, and it's for the sort of subconscious level of things, so that your meditation is the ideal form of activity for wintertime. And so doing something that's going to involve lots of activity and lots of new discipline and lots of new pushing yourself forward, this really isn't the best season for that. The best season for that is springtime, when all the plants around in the outside world and all the little animals, you're just bursting more with energy. The daylight's getting longer every day, and it feels better, and you're starting to warm up, and you just kind of get the urge to move and do things. That's the time to start a new project. Good thing to do in the wintertime, though, is to think about that project. To think about it, but not in a real detailed way, just kind of in a broad range of ideas. So for our Mindful Monday, what I'd like you to do is to think about how you want to feel as you take on these new projects. I'm borrowing this idea from Danielle Laporte. She's a life coach, who has a book called The Desire Map, and her program's called The Desire Map. You can look her up online. She has lots and lots of resources for her specific plan. But the one part that I'm pulling out of that is, let's think about how you want to feel in the next year. Not what size you want to wear, not how big your bank account is, not what you can tell your friends you accomplished over the course of the year. How do you want to feel inside? Do you want to feel pressured? Do you want to feel rushed? Do you want to feel like there's never enough time or money or ideas in the world, like you have to fight and suffer to be able to get what you want, the boot camp, no pain, no gain kind of idea? Or would you like something different? So let's take a moment, let's take just a couple moments and close your eyes and just think about some of the ways you want to feel. Whether that's peaceful or energized or excited or calm or happy or joyful or grateful. Just pick one of those. You may have more than one that you want to feel, and that's great. We don't all just want to go through our whole life with one feeling. We want to have lots of good, enriching emotions going on. But pick one, and let's sit for a moment and let's feel that. And that's the neat thing about our bodies and our minds, is we can tell our body, I want to feel happy right now. And you can at least put on a little bit of it. It may not be the same happiness you get when something from the external area inspires it in you, but you can help your body cultivate that sense. So let's pick a feeling, and just for about 10 breaths, we're just going to focus on feeling that feeling. As you're focusing on feeling this feeling, think about how that feels in your mind, in your body, in your heart, in your nervous system. Think about what your face would look like as you're feeling that. So if your feeling is peace, you might want to have kind of a really relaxed feeling in your face, a relaxed feeling in your mouth, your eyes closed. If the feeling is happy, then you probably want to have a smile. Maybe you want your eyes to feel a little bit brighter. If you want to be able to feel more energized, then just say sort of the same thing. When you have your eyes nice and bright, you might want to be thinking a little tiny bit faster about how wonderful things are. And then, just how does that feel? How does it feel in your face? So how does it feel in your shoulders when you feel the way that you want to feel? How does it feel in your stomach when you feel the way you want to feel? How does it feel in your hands when you're feeling the way you want to feel? So wrap up this part of the mindfulness with just a few extra breaths. All right, so now that you have a really clear idea in your mind of how you want to feel in the coming year, give yourself over the next few weeks time to write about that. What does it look like when you want to feel happy or energized or calm or well rested or well boundaried, or as if you have abundance and plenty to share? What kinds of things do people that feel those things have? So for instance, if I want to feel more abundant in the coming year, well, one of the ways that you feel abundant is you are really happy and grateful and thankful for the things you have around you. So I want to spend some time in this year with my journal, and I want to just write things out. Just even simple things, very simple things are often the beginning of building the skills of feeling the way you want to feel within your given circumstances, plus seeing ways that you can make small changes that'll take you closer to that. So, I'm looking here in the camera and I'm seeing, of course, myself in the view screen here, and I see the picture behind me. I really like this picture. I got it for free. I got it there. Local dump has a section where people could give things away that they wanted to give away, and several years ago I saw this giant picture there. It's the best freebie I think that I've ever gotten in my life, and it's just gorgeous. I really like it. It's gigantic, so I had to find a place to put it. So part of my feeling of abundance is, I know that I'm a person that great big giant pictures can just show up for me when all I have to do is notice them and pick them up. And so in other parts of my life, I look for the same thing. I look for things that are just there, that are there for me to enjoy, there for me to love, there for me to be grateful for. So when I'm on my walk, I try to enjoy the sound of the birds. I try to enjoy the antics of the squirrels. When I'm eating my food, I try to take the extra time to enjoy all the colors, to enjoy all the flavors. And that has increased my sense of abundance over the past year, and I intend to continue working on that. Now, what if your feeling is you want to be calm? Well, what does a calm person feel? They don't feel rushed, they don't feel pressured, and they feel rested. So what can you do in your life to allow yourself to feel more of those things? Can you set up some things, streamline your schedule so that you don't have 8 things stuffed into a space that has room for 3? Can you do some preparation the night before so that when you wake up in the morning, you're not in this mad rush to do things? Can you plan your bedtime so that you're getting enough sleep so that you're able to wake up early enough to take your time getting ready for the day and not rushing off to go to work and then feeling like you're just scattered and unstable when you get there? So give yourself time. Think about how you want to feel. Spend some time in mindfulness really feeling how you want to feel. And as you do that, allow yourself to think about what you can do to make it easier to feel that way. And as you do that, you'll start finding your path for your resolutions. And it may be different than what you think. Instead of thinking, well, I want to lose 30 pounds, you may start thinking, I want to feel good in my body. And feeling good in my body means I put nutritious food into it. I give it a nice amount of exercise that makes it feel not exhausted, but feel like it's moved around and stretched and moved to the extent that it's able to do. And most people and most things I've read have said that this approach, where you're not being hard on yourself, you're not trying to shove more into your day than you can do, and you're not constantly setting yourself up where you either pass or fail whatever you do, gives you more of a chance of accomplishing the things that you want. So having a mindfulness of how you want to feel also gives you a chance to have some self-compassion, because if you're trying to feel happy and you don't do the things that you want to do to feel happy one day, you're not going to feel happier for beating yourself up over it. So to close out things, I encourage you to, again, Take the time to decide how you want to feel next year. Spend some time practicing feeling that way, even if nothing in your life has been different. Just imagine you're feeling that way, because your brain will then look for more opportunities to do that. Then think about what you can do to cultivate those feelings. And then after that, be very compassionate with yourself, with whether you actually accomplish those things or not, and also with how you put that out into the world. Because when people say, hey, do you have any New Year's resolutions? And your resolutions are I want to celebrate my wins more. You may at first have a little bit of dissonance with the people around you, because they're busy saying, I'm not going to eat chocolate for a year, which, sounds miserable. So give yourself self-compassion, give yourself the ability to take baby steps, and just really concentrate on going towards the things that are going to make you have the enjoyable life that you want. So we're going to kind of fade out with, again, going back to the feeling that you would like to really have in the coming year, and just put yourself into that space. And we're going to have about 5 seconds of that, and we'll just kind of fade on out. So have a beautiful week, and I will talk to you next week.